your boy Rethabile Shirinda too, and I'll be your host today. But as le honor I ke vaiki wane mo ke vayale auspicious abutimpo le se sezintle. So abutimpo ga no re botse re today re tletse mpila.
Le kae kaofela? Okay, we are here. We've created a platform for people, young people and old people, to come and talk. So the Sit and Chat, it's a non-judgmental platform. The Sit and Chat is a voice for the voiceless. The Sit and Chat is a platform where young people and old people can just come together and share their views on different topics. Speaking of topics, the topic here, understanding different sexualities. Take us through this sexualities thing, or understanding different sexualities, or what is it on about?
Well, as mentioned, Kalina Gizinhle, aka Indoni Yamanzi. And this topic is about our LGBTQI community, which is an inclusive term that is used to describe diverse range of sexual orientation and gender identities. With that being said, we have different people from different walks of life as part of our panel. Auspuse, can you please elaborate on that?
Oh, thank you, Sizinhle. Kalibitsoke auspuselezo. Okay, today it's about to go down. We're here to learn. Ziyabuya. You know why? Because of my panel, we're having two pastors, two doctors, the Pride community himself. Guys, I'm so happy. So, Awuteretabile, can you give us, at least one of the audience, what do they know about LGBT?
What do they know about LGBT ne? Sesi, Oyang. So, kopa ombuze horwena, what do you know about LGBT?
The community, I know that sexuality is not what really identifies a person. What identifies the person is who they are and who they believe in.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much. So, kopa baholo re hopole hore today we are not here to fight. We just here to have a civilized debate. So, auspuse, kopa mo pele mo le re botse more about LGBT because of rona ba bang a re tlhalohanye ka mokgwa o sesi mo pele a tlhalohanyang.
That is the main purpose why we are here. Because I myself, Linna, I'm here to learn. So I'm gonna be calling my first three panel. By long we're gonna be having this conversation. Surely we all gonna learn and explore and get deeper and deeper information about the Pride community. So can you please help me welcome Koko Malebia as our pensioner? Can she also be accompanied by the Miss Harangua Ambassador, Cynthia? The other one is Kurapeti. Can you please join us?
Welcome to the Sit and Chat with TSL family.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Auspuse, I think we'll start with Keorapezi there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Kurapeti, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. So can you please tell us who is Kurapeti, where are you from, and where do you belong into this Pride community?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kyorapedze Komani. I'm from Harangua. Under the LGBTQ community, I call myself a stud or a butch. Yeah, that's Kyorapedze. I'm 26 years old. I graduate from IIE Rosebank College. Yeah, that's Kyorapedze.
Thank you. So Kurapeti, since I'm having a conversation with you, I would know how do you prefer people to address you, like your pronoun? Should I say a she or a he? The one that you prefer. Oh, she.
Yes.
Thank you for that. So Kurapeti, can you take us through your experience since you became part of the LGBT community?
From
Yeah.
Okay. It's a difficult journey, being honest, ne. Nako haiba ibone when I was in a crèche, then, but baba ignorant kayo na. Then hence di ngwaga dia. Then I started to give a vote in the Hatil Bona. No difficult, being honest, I call it Zama. Then they started to get the family meeting. Okay, by the way, my grandmother gave me root. So, yeah. So, no difficult, ona mo molungore. Iba hor karga. Agisi ki biya man. Ugarga ba nyefatsa in the family because ke tswa ka mo jarateng ya kereke 1 2 3. So yeah. Ka primary shapo di ke tshamekela bolo ya re. There and then I went to high school. Ke tsene go modiri. High school was difficult because go modiri ne re sapare maruku. Yes. Kajeno go modiri ba pare maruku. It's because of me. Yes. Throughout my grade 8, for the whole year, then you can take up na banyaka, and then ka grade 9, that's when I stand for my rights. Then nearly kaiga mo kuskolo nearly 3, yeah, we were 3, really lesbian 3, so rala until we get there hore re rapare buruku ka tšeno. Throughout the journey, yona ka fetsa matric, varsity was fine, and then for my mom, it was difficult for her, I accepted. But my late father was the one olong hore we malin nakamole tlhakore. So yeah, that's my journey.
So you mentioned something like lesbian, like bougie. Can you please explain what is the difference? We didn't know what I this one.
Okay. Now I call myself a stan or a butch. Ne? We have the femme. The femme, okay, let me start about a butch. Butch ki kinna so. Kam kolim bonang. Wearing clothes majita in 1 2 3, yeah. Then femme ki my partner. Yeah. Aparo tsona le nna.
So your partner, give the lesbian with makeup.
Yes.
Okay, when are you the lesbian with some muscular?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting to know. That's very interesting. So I heard someone say that most of the masculine lesbian, they struggle to have relations with people. Have you ever experienced something like that in your journey?
Yeah.
How did you deal with negative comments from people around you, and also maybe falling in love with someone and you can't explain to them that this is how I am?
Sometimes we like ko para le wala batho ba leng gore ba judgmental and 1 2 3 o tlo bitsiwa mafoko left and right o tikirile moshimane and 1 2 3, yeah. Now one person ke ratore ke bolele, come and confront me, umputse di question o sa utlwa bare e tla mo nna ndena ke rapetsi ka ro wena you part of the LGBT community, you call yourself a butch. Butch ki eng dan o utlwe ka batho re butch ki 1 2 3, come to me na go tlhalosetse gore this is my journey, is 1 2 3 and 4. Yeah.
But then, sorry to intervene, you speak about butch and feminine lesbians.
Yeah.
My question to you would be, why is it rare for a butch lesbian to date another butch?
It's not the rare. You can find a femme dating a femme. You can find a butch dating a butch. You can find a butch and a femme. So yeah, I sale rega mko no yairala.
So it was rare.
Sorry?
It used to be rare.
Yeah, it used to be, but
Why is
now,
that?
but over open, like, we have the freedom, bruh.
We have the freedom.
Yes.
Okay, I have my last question to you, Ne. So,
Okay.
personally, how does being part of the LGBT community feels to you? What does it mean to you?
Ish. Ke feel like ke go lefatsheng ke go high, I'm home. Yeah, I'm home, yeah. Ke happy. Ebile ke na le bona. Yeah. I feel welcome than being with, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kerapetsi. We're still gonna come back to you, but for now, let's hear another view from Mpo. Please take over for media.
Okay, I'll be talking with Cynthia, Miss Harankua Ambassador. Miss Harankua, we are blessed today to have you in the house. Now, tell us what a bisexual is.
In my opinion, a bisexual is someone who's attracted to both genders, females and males. So most of the people take bisexuals as devils, because some bisexuals date a guy and a girl at the same time.
A guy and a girl same time.
Yeah.
Okay? So I understand that the word bi, it comes from the word binary, which means two. So is it, does this term means you are dating two different sexualities, or does it mean, because from the medical side, it means when a child is born with two organs. So do you, in your own opinion, do you think we are misinterpreting the term?
Maybe, I think we are, because all of us, we have our own opinion. And I think more when we say bi, we don't take the science side, but then we take the LGBTQI side. We like a bi is someone who's attracted to both genders, but then we don't focus on the science side of being born with two organs or whatever it is.
Okay, it's clear, it's clear. That's why we have the doctor in the building. So we'll be jumping to doctors. Because when a person is bi, sometimes from the medical side or the biology side, they mean somebody who's born with two different organs, but then you are saying it's according to your own opinion. So take us through your journey, especially in terms of your romantic relationships. How are you able to maneuver between two different people who are, I know men behave in a certain way, women behave in a certain way, but you are able to maneuver between two different people with different feelings. How take me through that journey? How do you balance?
I'm gonna be honest, ne? It's kind of hard, because let's say I'm in a relationship with a guy, and then, okay, everything just goes south, and then you be in a relationship with a lesbian. The characters are different. And then lesbians have this tendency of, when I'm dating a bisexual, they be insecure, they be overprotective, because they have this mentality of, you're gonna leave me for a guy, or you're gonna cheat on me because of a guy. So that's why most of people hate bisexuals and whatsoever. So it's kind of like tricky. You need to know how to maintain those particular people's feelings, and to know how to just make them feel satisfied and like, I'm yours. Yeah.
Speaking of feelings, how did your parents take it when you came out and said, Mom, I think I'm interested in both genders?
My father was not shocked. My mother was. My mother was like, okay, can you just sit down and tell me like what's going on? So my parents are like people who understand these things, because they like watch shows and stuff like that. So I just explained to them and then set them down, and then, just Google those things and stuff like that, educate them. So they didn't really have much of a problem. Actually, they felt happier when I'm dating a lesbian. They're like, you're not gonna get pregnant.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds interesting. Let's go deeper inside the romantic relationships between you and a guy. Which one fulfills your desires between those two genders?
That's a tricky question. I'll just say both. I don't want to take sides, man.
You don't want to take sides. You are cheating.
Because these people, they just, to be honest, lesbians have this love, to be honest. When they say they genuinely love you, because it's not about loving each other romantically, but remember, it's sisterhood. You be free around that person. You're like, you are my sister, you are my partner. So you get to share certain stuff with that person. So that is why it's like when you're in a relationship with a lesbian, it's kind of hard for you guys to break up. You're gonna break up, but I'm definitely sure you guys are gonna come back and be together. Because you have this connection, the sisterhood just grow each and every day, each and every second. Especially if you guys spend like time with each other and have a lot in common, or even if you don't have a lot in common. Because remember, different personalities can attract people like real quick, and it's very nice.
It's very interesting. Google bolela something ka motswadi or papa o thaba thata ho data the lesbians because you're not gonna
Yeah.
be pregnant. Now, Abuti Thabile, do you have a mic with you? I see a guy with a white t-shirt there at the back. I have a question for him. Another question in Abuti for you. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I like your smile. Beautiful. Now, Abuti, Ubulela about the father being comfortable. Here are dating the lesbian. But now, let's say you are dating her and she's dating another she. Do you think you'll be okay as opposed to her dating a male figure?
No, I don't think I'll be okay because as a man, how like just imagine ke data motho mme then e be ke ra ro unchita ka motho mosadi ke tlo bona gare a ke enough go question abo like womanhood baka wa ntlalwa yeah.
But don't you think it's better though? She's not gonna fall
No,
pregnant.
cheating is cheating. It doesn't have to be better. One cheat, and at the end of the day, le honest the lesbian us like they go sexual intercourse, so it's cheating.
It's still cheating anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for your opinion, sir. Now we spoke about your parents. Now I'd like to hear what Coco says here because she's a parent, she's a pensioner. Coco, I have one question for you. I'm your son. Early in the morning, I'm like, Coco, I think I love both men and women. How would you respond to me as your son, whom you love and support?
That is a tricky question because na ke hola dilo tsene di se teng fela ke tla mohela se e tla beng o le sona ke mang nna nka jaja se modimo a se beile mo wena ha ona hore nna nka lwa le sona.
Okay, Gugu. So now my question to you is, culture ne dila byang le dilo tse so in the olden days, because when it's culture at that time ne was serious, it was something alluring, it defined the person that you are. So culture ne ira byang if ever they found out okay ngwana Gugu says yena ke gay.
Okay, nna ka nako ya rona dilo tseo tsa di gay le di lesbian ne di se teng he lo re ne di le teng bagolo ba rona ne ba le batho ba bang ba na leng go fitlha dilo so ne re ka se be ra itse but honestly nna I se ke di bone he ka kgolo yaka ne re bona fela e le batho bo botlhe ba ba tshwanang mara re sa itse gore ke agenda e feng.
Okay, so you're saying hore no so dilo tseo a di sa kgono fitlhega basically, like di tswile mo pepeneneng and there's nothing we can do about it, right? So Gugu ke nyako botsisa hore wena, let's say ka mokgwa Abuti Mpho a boletseng hore ke ngwana hao, and then Abuti Mpho is still in the closet because we have people ba loring they do wanna come out mara ba tshaba hore dipolelo tsa batho, just like Korapetse a boletse mola hore people ba ba name tagga ba ba botsa dilo. So Gugu ke nyako itse wena o ka botsa mosha o mo byang, let's say ke tlile ko wena re Gugu ka o tshepa and ke nyako botsa hore nna ke lesbian, so how would you advise me hore ke tswe out of the closet?
Senka sira ngwana ka nka o botsa hore tlogela go iphitla tswela ko ntle a se wena fela ke ba bantši ba ba irang ntho e ha e sa fitlhagala e ba se wena o leng sona o tlogele dipolelo tsa batho ka gore dipolelo di tla dula ntse di le teng whatever o ira ntho e pila or a o ire ntho e pila batho ra bolela so wena e ba se o leng sona o kgaogane le batho ba bang o tswele go lebaleng.
Ra leboga Gugu, ra leboga.
Well, I have a question for Korapetse. Korapetse, when would you date a bisexual?
Yeah. Mara ke batshepi batho ba. Being honest, yeah, but the bisexual I give a tape.
So I assume Raona experience of a
Bisexual, I do.
Enaliditaba, eh? Okay. Okay, so what would you advise one of the ladies who feels like she's a lesbian but she doesn't know how to voice it out?
Go bolela nnete fela e no tswa bolela le motho o leng gore wa mo trusta then o nne le ena hatsi ka mo kone ba bolela gore kana ke a usma yes a bolela gore you said something about yeah yes so for instance maybe muruti he ya go muruti o nna hatsi le muruti ore chomi or mama or koko kwa mkho then umtlhalosetse ka your sexuality ya irala le mo di story ra e bona mthendo so I don't think it was a difficult situation than in the past so yeah it was a how
Okay, Auspuse Marwa Roba, ubolela something about who's bisexual. I think we need to dwell deeper on that one. Ya trust the bisexuals. It's very interesting. Now, these bisexual ladies and gents, banally this tendency of faking. Now, the reason why you don't trust them, do you think that they are faking? They are faking their sexuality?
nah
Why don't you trust them?
hey bra e batho ba heta jo ana lo mungsela o disi ka nna wa lola jo so ai na ke ba tshepi batho so really jo marai
So Cynthia, how does that make you feel to hear that Keorapetse as a lesbian, as part of the pride community, Alitepi?
And now it doesn't hurt. It hurt at first, hearing lesbians saying, you know, and then as time goes by, you get used to those words and you're like, whatever. If you want to date me, come to me, don't be a coward. You don't want to date me, then back off, you understand? So it's kind of things that we used to, like they talk all the time. And then even them, under the carpet, they will say, oh, bisexuals, baheta. And then under the carpet, she will come to me, they'll be like, so this thing that we used to, some they come to you, me, and telling you how much they love you, how much they want you, but then they'll be like, no, I will never do bisexuals. So it's thing that we used to be like, okay, it's fine, it's whatever. I know you love me, I love you too.
Okay. It's very interesting. Do you want to respond to her? Yeah, I think you have a response.
Kinale this thing the bisexual, they will choose a guy over a girl.
Why is that? As an experience.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, everybody says that bisexuals choose guys over lesbians. I think the reason why most of bisexuals get led to the thing of choosing guys over you guys, lesbians are so obsessed and insecure. Guys are obsessed and insecure, but lesbians are more. They are beyond. And they have this toxicness. You guys have this toxicness that some girls can't handle, like for real. Some lesbians may put it on obviously they are girls, but then so but they are low. Most of them don't have the confidence, they don't embrace themselves. So that's why they always grow up a mentality bisexuals will always choose guys over us. I can choose you over a guy, then what would you say? Speechless. So don't predict things, guys. Don't predict things. If you did something, obviously, yes, I would choose a guy over you. Just like I said, me being in a relationship with you, we grow together and then that thing transforms into a sisterhood. So if I see you as a friend, I see you as a partner, I see you as someone who treats me I'm like an egg. Emotionally, you support me or whatever it is, even financially. Um, obviously, I will stick with you no matter what. If I'm a bisexual and I'm dating a lesbian, I do get approached by guys, not because they love me, but because banyoko mo nyati. So they be like, nah, kilo ko ngwanyana ngwa hao." But then, if you are like so immature as a girl, yeah, let's do this. But then if you are matured enough and you understand these things, I will be like, no, I do have a partner. Even if my partner is a lesbian, I love her like that. Ke dumeletse ho tsena mo relationshiping le ena, ke itse hore ho so. So why should you have the audacity to come to me as a guy and you're gonna tell me that, now I have a penis and then.
Yeah. Now, very interesting there. Let me cut you short. Koko, man, babulela, bana ba hao babulela, bana ba hao. But nna ke nyaka go understand da koko hore ka culture and tradition. Hele kopanele a case whereby somebody is saying, I'm gay. How would you deal with that, looking at the culture aspect?
Yo, haintši nna ka mokgwa ke hodileng batswadi ba rona kgotsa bo koko ba rona ne le ke boletse hore ne le batho ba na leng diphiri. It was not easy hore ba ka itlhahisa hore bjana ka hona bjanong hore motho a be free ka mokgwa mopi a tlabe a mmopile ka teng. Ho tshwana le kgale he no o le mme o ka belega mathwini le leng ne tshwantse le bolaiwe. Gote it's not right motho ha belege bana ba babedi. So ya kgale bana ba ka ke ntho engwe e nna le nna nka se ke be ka itse hore bjang, because bagolo ba rona ne ba na le ka mokgwa bona ba berekang ka teng wa tlhaloganya ba fitlha dilo tse ding he ne di iragala ne le ka se ke la itse as le le bana. Ke a leboga.
Okay, Koko, do you feel hore this topic? I think we can just rush to a gentleman down there again. Kopa re fe Daddy mo pele mola Mike, Ntate Trevor, to just tell us about hore yena as a male figure, hene ngwana a tswella are Daddy, I'm lesbian. How best would you deal with it, looking at the ancient way of doing things?
Yeah, nalena intrigue. Na hele so ngwana ka tla mpotsa ai nna ke tla no motloela tswele pele ka wena this thing because nga se mo stop. Ya nga se mo stop ke tlo no motsa fela ra tswe pele ke ka mokgwa ena feelang ka teng. Ha ona ntwe nka yetsa.
Okay. Auspusi. It's getting heated here.
Hey, you wish. Go monate. Okay. Ke kopela go botsisa ao Cynthia and Korapetse ne. Akere as females, we know hore we have that time of the month. And ke mo eleng hore our progesterone hormone is high. So normally when it's about that time of the month, how do you behave? Like, how does it feel for you?
Okay, yeah, we can start here. Adina Hanenyal.
Those things are boring, actually. Now I'm used to them, but then they are boring when it's time for the intercourse. You be like, okay, it's that time of the month, and mine takes maybe a week. And after you're done, you be like, no, I'm going to see my baby. And then hers starts to, you be like, man, no. You understand? Now you gotta wait 2 weeks. You be like, so I think that's the challenge. But besides that, for me and my side, like, something that I'm used to.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question again?
Korapetse. Akere you explained what is a bushy lesbian.
Yeah.
I think go tlhalohantse ne. Mara ke nyaka tlhaloganya hore ka mokgono o itlhalosa as a bush. Highly that time of the month. Remember hore o halfly out nyana. So ke nako ela. How do you feel about it and you behave young for wena?
Hey, I don't think
Is it? But we
Yeah.
have a doctor down there. Doctor?
yeah,
Hauna ntho
Dr.
ka ira.
Tuzemo, doctor.
Dr. Gid, we have Dr. Mokalaka down there. I don't know, hauna ntho nka irang about those period season. how best can you advise? Is there anything that we can do?
All right, thanks for the opportunity given. Then I'll answer it on my turn. Yeah, then I think my turn is coming, then I'll explain what happened before, then we reach that conclusion.
Okay, okay,
Then,
okay.
Yeah, my turn is coming, then I'm with my second in charge, and then we'll be there with you in a moment.
Okay, beautiful. We'll come back to that. Now, we are going on an ad break, but before that, Abutis Piwe. Some few people down there, Baba Garabuti says our panel, the question, we can take 3 or 2 before we go on an ad break.
Thank you, Brampo. Ka bona re di a bua mo pelemo. Go utlwile mafoko a tshwana le bo boutsu. Go re ka ipuisa re direlang. Mara o na le leng so before ke tla mo the audience ba re ke heterosexual and homosexual. Dira hore mafokonyana wa mabedi ao.
About that one, I don't have information ka yona.
Ona yona. Cynthia?
Kopo fe.
Oh, ke fe?
Yeah.
Okay, ke na ga re tlhalosetsang ne.
Auto tlhalosetse.
Oh, kwena, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Question aga gore, what's the difference between heterosexual and homosexual?
Homosexual ke a male alling into a female side. Intersexual ke a male or into, they call it sometimes ba bitsa di gay ke ba shimane ba ba nang le behavior ya bongwanyana, like moshimane o etsang manala ha o etsa buff and shine o gay. That's what they say gore intersexually ke ba shimane ba di gay. Homosexual ke moshimane aya into a female side whereby are a ke nyako etsa buff and shine, ke nyako etsa manicure, ke nyako etsa pedicure. So that's the difference ya thing.
Thank you. Ke na no nusa ke tlo thomo lebelela manala lona cause ba ntlhaloseditse re diragalang. Wa bona? So before re tlo ya at breaking by performance ya the kiddo kopa itukise nna ke na le question for Koko. Koko le kae? Na question e ke na le yona gore ka tseo ko ngwana gao a tla o mosimane e le gay a rena o batlo nyala gay engwe wena o e bona bjang ntwena because of re lebelela the cultural side re lebeletse hape le the community, so Koko wena o e bona bjang?
Hey, ngwana ka la mathomo e tla ba boima mara ha ona se nka se irang ka gore gona bjanong o mong le o mong o na le tokelo tsa hae akere, and ntho e bjanong e batho ba tswile they are out of clothes ba e bona. Nka se ke be ka ema mo tseleng ya bona, se ba se batlang ke tla se amohela.
Ke a leboga Koko, mara go monate go ba le motswadi o supporting bjana nkere a sa leng le rona ke fila go na le thabo ashu abuti ko mara kopa le fa abuti mic mo kopa assistance le fa abuti mic o na le question for rona.
Na question aga emo eregere brafan me wa sport.
Sure.
So ke nyako itsa ke re here like motsadi o molomong ha bele ha ngwana le kry ile ngwanyana o lebeletse ditloholo o kry ile ngwana moshimane o lebeletse ditloholo, so ena ha thoma nna le ane bra o mongwe ora ne sister o mongwe like ba ilo bera ka bjang like concern dio tse ya lora le nahane ka bana so
Bana ka banya ka brea wa bona mara ke tlo ira ka tsela ya ka no to hore ke ba bona ngere ai
yeah okay ere ke a tsela ha ke nyaka yona tsela hore ke fi
re la le IVF.
okay go tsoro maybe ara tla bereki wa tla re tlhalosetsa pila ka yona
Doctor tlo re bya pila ka yona sawa
awesome believe thank you.
sawa.
Thank you. Kopa question engwe. Ceci Rose, can you please direct the mic this side? Kutlwa ha batho ma ba raba ba re eish ya bontsho re di a bua mo question eno a rabiwa fail.
I have a question for since you get disgusted by when you go to your periods and you get irritated, have you ever felt like you want to do a trans? Sorry? Have you ever felt like you want to do a trans?
Can you please repeat your question?
Being a trans.
Yeah.
Egi mere go ba trans, being honest.
So you're not willing to do that? Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Can we please have another question from the audience? Okay, if there's no question, Kopa, the kiddo are namele stage by performance high as we are going to an ad break. Kopa refend the kiddo matoho as a preacher stage. Thank you.
I go by the name of the kiddo, Genamo Tsunami, Extension 24, and I'm an artist, so get all performance, and I just hope you'll enjoy the performance.
Yeah.
When I say it loud, you say, oh, 1, 2. Loud.
2.
When I say it loud, you say, oh, 1, 2. Loud.
Oh, 1, 2.
Loud.
Oh, 1, 2.
Loud.
Oh, 1, 2.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Get in the watch, check out Rapella Tona Boba. Capella Mudumun Jimmy Tila. As for the money, I need to go what's up Boba. Mudumun Jimmy Tila, I need to go Boba. Get in the watch, check out Rapella Tona Boba.